It's Sunday. We haven't been live in like 2 weeks. What the heck? I don't know.
I know. And I wasn't there on the last one either. I couldn't make it. So it's been like, what, 3 or
3
4 for
weeks?
me? 3?
Yeah, 3 weeks. But we are live tonight. We're back. And then we'll be live all the way up until the end of April. So you'll not miss any other shows except if there's tech issues or something random. But we're back. I hope you all had a great weekend. I know this weekend kicked off my paranormal year with investigating, so I'm super excited to start that all back up. But tonight we have the ladies of Haunted Happy Hour. So if you've ever been to Broadhead Manor events or Rock Island events, you know them. They have the coffee. They keep us energized during events.
They definitely do.
Yes.
Not just the coffee, but their energy also.
Yes. So let's go through our little things here. I still have t-shirts. I am going to start opening pre-orders for the next batch. They are $25 plus shipping. And then I just launched the zip up hoodies. They have the little ghost on the back with the Unturned Pages logo on the front. Same pricing as the hoodies. They are $45 plus shipping. And then the long sleeves with just the logo is $35. So if you are interested in ordering, get a message to us on the Facebook page and we will get you added to that list. And then we have Moxie Malas. We still have our Moxie Mala bracelets. They are $44 plus shipping. They are amazing. All of a sudden, I'm seeing all these people on Facebook with their exclusive Moxie Malas. Like Lotus Paranormal just got theirs. Michelle from Rock Island just got hers made up. I'm like, we're just gonna be all in that little private group of Moxie Mala exclusive people. But they are amazing. Check them out. Our sponsors for the month of February is the Paranormal Medium with Christopher Jensen. And then we have Small Town Productions with Larry Eisler, Breaking Fate Entertainment with Willie Atkins. So go check out our sponsors. Upcoming events I will be at. I know this is small to read, but the next one I have, big paranormal one, is down in Wilmington, North Carolina at the end of April on the Battleship. Never investigated a battleship, so I'm super excited. I think there's one or two tickets left. And then I'll be at FCI Con. I'll be at Penhurst Paracon, Paranormal Walkdown, ISS Con, Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, and a bunch of other amazing events. I just put an application into Scarefest, so I'm like this with Scarefest. I'm like, please accept me. I want to go hang out in Kentucky. And then I'll be doing the Washoe Club in October, hopefully. So that'll be fun. I'm super excited. This year's gonna be 2025 is my bitch, is all I can say. I'm taking it, and I'm upcoming guest next week. We have person. He was on 28 Days Haunted. And then we have Sam Belchusis, Horn Paranormal, coming back on. Nathan Eva, Joshua Idella. My internet keeps taking me off. So I go, it's not me, it's my internet.
Yeah, Johnny, I was going to ask if you were having internet issues or me. I couldn't tell.
I think it's me. I have full bars. I don't know. But we have some amazing guests coming up. Paraventure is coming up very fast. It's April 5th. It is an online paranormal convention. Check it out. Paranormal Lockdown is coming up very fast. It'll be here before we know it. That is July
18th and July 19th, ladies and gentlemen. And the paranormal vendors will be at the Paranormal Rockdown at the Broadhead Manor, and then their event for the bands will be at Main Street event, if I'm correct. Right now, I'm kind of riding solo. Hopefully, she can come back in. Oh, there she is.
I don't know what's going on, so if I get lost again, it's not my fault. Good.
I had said that the Rockdown was at July 18th and July 19th, and then the bands will be at the Main Street event, and the investigation and the vendors will be at Broadhead Manor. So I did cover that.
Awesome. So check that out. It's a great event. Amazing people. And then the following weekend, I literally go from Broadhead to Gettysburg, which I'm super excited about. That's an amazing event. It's a charity event as well. So check that out. Oh, what the heck? My computer's going stupid on me. The Dark Arts Oddities and Con is November 15th and 16th. That is one of our sponsors. It is in DeKalb, Illinois. So it's about an hour and a half from Broadhead. Amazing event. He's trying to mix paranormal into it as well as the metaphysical, and bringing dark arts and different type of things to that event. So super excited for that one. But let's bring on our guest before I get kicked off again. Tonight we have the ladies of Haunted Happy Hour. We have Lily, and then we have Vanessa.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever. Alicia,
Jenny.
Seriously.
October.
Yeah, we were just saying that, right? God.
Yeah, in the fall.
It's been a minute.
It's been definitely a minute. It's been too long.
When are we going to see you again, Jenny? Like, I don't think we're going to be at the same couple of events until what?
Lockdown?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta fix that, don't we?
But Jenny's so busy though. Like she's like so busy. Like she said, Mark, what is it? 2025 is your bitch or something?
Yeah. I don't know how you do it, Jenny. I swear you're always like everywhere. You're just like a good daughter, I feel. Like seriously.
I like this past week, me and Larry have been laughing with each other because I'm booking like all his investigations. And we have like 12 together from now to the end of the year. Yeah. And like by the end of 2025, you're going to be freaking sick of me.
Dang.
And he goes, maybe. I'm like, nah, yeah, you will be. Because we literally, Paranormal Lockdown, as soon as Paranormal Lockdown's got done, me and him get in a caravan to Gettysburg. But between that time, we have 4 investigations.
Oh
so Sunday we head to Ohio. We have an investigation in Ohio, and then we go to PA and have 2 investigations. Then the event, and then we go up to New York and have an investigation. I'm like,
goodness,
we're gonna be back to back to back.
That is
wow.
Speak of the devil, here we are. There you guys were, everyone.
Hi, Larry.
But
Jenny, are you going to be doing oh gosh, I think it's which one is it? Is it the Chicago, the Paranormal Chicago convention?
I want to. I've messaged him on his personal page and the Facebook page, trying to get a vendor spot, because if I can get in, me and my friend are gonna split a booth, and I'm just gonna fly down and do like a long weekend in Chicago, because I've never really been to Chicago. So,
oh my gosh, you've been everywhere except Chicago.
No kidding, gosh,
that's crazy.
How's that possible?
Okay, I have been to Chicago. Okay, I've done one of the ghost bus tours, but I was so distraught at that time that I don't remember anything. I've been to the
Oh,
Free
okay.
Zoo, but that was like a 2-hour thing. And
yeah.
I've been to Navy Pier like for like 20 minutes, and then it got too late, so I'm like, okay, we're heading out.
Yeah.
But I've never really like explored Chicago, so I'm like, I need to come down, do a long weekend, like 4 or 5 days, do this event, and just go explore Chicago.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, pretty much Jenny is going to be like, where's Waldo at this point? So that's what it's going to be like.
There should be a book, Jenny. You should make like a Where's Jenny book.
Where's Jenny?
Oh my God.
All her travel. All her travel.
Where in the world is Jenny?
Hey, at least all of my stuff is in the U.S. Larry's going to Ireland this year. I'm like, you suck. I told him, I'm like,
that's awesome.
I am jealous.
Really
I don't
cool.
like you right now.
That's really cool.
That is cool, though. That's awesome.
I'm like, once you leave the U.S., I'm muting my notifications from you. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know anything about it.
Love it.
That's exciting, though.
And all he's like, you can get tickets to come with me. I'm like, the ticket itself is $3,000 plus $900 airfare plus spending money. I need like $10,000, dude.
Yeah.
Let me just pull it up right out of my pocket right now. Here, it's $10,000. Let's go to Ireland.
God. For real. We're excited though, like trip wise. I mean, we're gonna be going to Colorado this summer.
Yes,
You are?
We're gonna be going to Estes
Yes.
Park. Yes.
And I've told you all the good stuff about that place.
Yes. So we are freaking excited. Gonna be going to the Stanley and have to check that place out. I know, Jenny, you gave me like a whole list of different things.
It's gonna be a haunted happy hour field trip. So
yes.
Right?
And we're also going with a friend of ours, Emily. She's watching right now.
Nice.
Hey, Emily, shout out.
Emily.
Larry's like, no, 4,000 tops is all you need. Sure, Larry. In what world is it just $4,000?
So did I hear Estes method and the Estes Park?
Oh,
it's a theme. It's a theme.
How exciting would that be? Oh my gosh! Like
do it in your hotel room. Do it if you're staying at the Stanley. Do it in your hotel room.
Yeah,
we should.
Or if you like go down to the lobby at late night when no one's down there, you could possibly do it because technically they don't allow investigating. But if you're in your
who's
room,
investigating? We're not investigating. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
In your room, they don't know what you're doing.
With a blindfold on.
They'll be like, who are those creepy girls walking down the hall with blindfolds? What are they doing?
Are they sleepwalking?
Are they sleepwalking?
Yes.
What is going on?
That's what's happening.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my god! Like I stayed at the Stanley 3 years ago. Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago. And we checked into our room. We asked for a roll-away bed. It was brought up. And we went to the magician show, my friend's magic show / paranormal show. We came back. The bed is missing.
What?
When we went down to the lobby, we're like, did somebody come into our room and take the bed? And he looked up because you can see when people enter that room with the key and stuff. He goes, we don't have any notification. No one has been in your room since when you told us you left.
What?
Like, our bed is missing.
That's wild.
And I was talking to my friend.
Crazy.
And I was talking to my friend who's this in-house magician, and he does the seances and stuff. He goes, that's a paranormal claim. The beds go from one end of the hotel to the other.
Oh, man.
Like, if I see a bed rolling down the hallway by itself, you bet my ass I will be following that bed.
Hey, I'd be getting on it for a free ride. It's going by itself. I want to ride.
That's awesome.
Scoot over.
Alicia riding down the hallway on the bed. Be like, Josh is pushing me. Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So needless to say, we're excited. We're super.
Yeah. Stanley is a beautiful place, and then the town of Estes Park is amazing.
Yes.
Like,
We're
if
excited.
I could, I would move there. I would move to Colorado.
I've never been to Colorado. It
Yeah,
just
we haven't.
Beautiful, though. Like, I feel like I would. Okay, wait. So, serious question, Jenny. Do you get like what is that, like elevation sickness, or what is that called?
You can. Yeah, you can get the elevation sickness. I did the first couple of times I went.
Did you?
So
That's what we're nervous about. We're like, are we gonna be dying the whole time?
Make sure you have water. Make sure your allergy pills are with you. I advise not to go like really up into the mountains. Like you can go into the national park, but don't go like extremely high into the mountains. And if you go down to Denver and go to Pikes Peak, don't do that.
Oh,
why not? Why?
Pikes Peak is one of the tallest elevations I think you can get in the U.S. And it is crazy high. And going up is scary, but coming down the mountain is more scary.
Oh, geez.
And they literally check you like I think they have like 4 or 5 checkpoints coming down the mountain to make sure your brakes aren't like overheating.
Oh, dang.
Such a steep incline going down that people's brakes overheat. My mom's brakes overheat going down the fucking mountain.
Oh my god,
that's crazy.
I'd be like, I'll walk down. I'm fine. Drop
That's a long ass walk, but okay.
Scary.
I think my check engine light would come on for my brakes, and my brakes be in my knees.
Michael Gagliano says Colorado has more cases of bubonic plague than any other state. Sure it does.
That's funny.
So how did you guys come up with Haunted Happy Hour, and how did you guys meet? Let's get into that fun stuff.
Well, of course, it started off with drinks.
Exactly. First of all, cheers. So
cheers.
It looks like milk, but not.
Yeah,
right. Whatever. She's drinking her bedtime milk.
One of
like Michael Gagliano says. What does he say? He says, "Cheers to the spirits" or something. "Spirits to the spirits" is on his podcast.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go. No, but I'm drinking a cocktail that Vanessa actually made on the show for episodes. It's actually I'm gonna forget now. What's the bourbon cream? What distillery is that from?
Of course you put me on the spot. The one in the Kentucky distillery. Yeah. Oh gosh, I can't even think of it right now.
Okay, so there's this like really good like liqueur. It's like this bourbon cream. It is delicious. And then you mix it with root beer, and it's like an adult root beer float. It is delicious. It is so freaking good.
So good.
Michael says spirits to the spirits is what it's called.
Yes, that's it. There you go.
So spirits.
And if you haven't met Michael Gagliano yet, y'all in a
we have.
Oh yeah.
I think
we saw him at Rock Island.
He stopped by, and when we were in Rock Island, I think we saw him for a little bit. He stopped by.
He had the one that had the balloon in his short in the back, walking around with Cat Armstrong's daughter, and the goat hat or a ghost.
Oh, the goat hat.
Yeah.
He'll be at Rock
so
this is how it started, though. This is exactly how it started.
This is how it started. Literally, going back to that. One night many of nights, as we were drinking, having beverages, and and so we were just like, wanting to start up something, and we're like, what do we do? I want to do something, but I want to talk about ghosts or spirits and things like that. And we're just kind of shooting ideas back and forth. And all of a sudden, Lily's like, let's do a podcast. I'm like, not even. That's not going to happen. Whatever. And she's like, no, let's do a podcast. I'm like, no one's going to listen to us. What's the point? And so it just started off like that, just trying to shoot ideas back and forth with drinks. And she's like, why don't we come up with spooky stories, but also let's drink at the same time? Haunted happy hour. So yeah, it kind of went off like that. And then we took a spin into, then all of a sudden, all of a sudden, oh gosh. All of a sudden, then we've got into the coffee aspect of it, but Lily, do you want to add more?
I feel like the coffee aspect of it, though, again, was kind of accidental because Vanessa was essentially kind of like the what do you call it? The barista making all
The mad scientist.
Yeah, so she was making all these cocktails for all of our episodes. And then all of a sudden she got into like this like string of making a lot of cocktails that included coffee. And so for like a good like 5-6 episodes, the cocktails all had coffee in it. And so we're like, how cool would that be if we had our own coffee line? And so we kind of just left it at that, but that was something that was always kind of in the back of our head. Like, we actually do this, like, let's do it. And so the more we kind of thought about it, we're like, let's just do it. Like that'll be fun. That'll be awesome. And we'll have it have like our own spin to it. So something that we created. Oh, Alicia,
yes,
Alicia,
there you go.
Like something that, you know, started with the ooh, yeah.
Oh, she stole Derek's cup. Yeah. She stole Derek's cup. That's what that is.
So I mean, it started just like that, you know. So it's like, I think our big.
Did I hear my mankinis? This might be a thing with the haunted happy hour, ladies.
Michael, when are we going to see you again? You might bring your
mankini.
Bring your uniform.
Oh my God! I should have gotten. We need to do that.
We'll have a guest bartender.
It'll be like Cocktails, you know, the movie, and he's like back there shaking it up and everything.
Stuff up.
Well, funny thing is, last year at Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, they did a celebrity bartending event, and he was one of the celebrities that was bartending.
Oh, of course he was.
I have video. I have video of this dude pulling his shirt off, pulling people over to his table, his little counter, and him standing on his counter, and standing on chairs. I'm like, oh my God! So yes, he needs to be a celebrity bartender at Paranormal Lockdown with you.
Yes,
awesome with that.
Join us.
Do it.
But he has to wear the mankini. He has to wear the mankini.
That's his uniform, obvious.
Oh, I'm sure Bill has one somewhere laying around.
We'll have our logo in set areas.
We have to make it happen.
Yes. Oh, Nick Simons.
Oh, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Haven't talked to you in a while.
Probably says October.
Actually, yes, I swear. Like, I haven't talked to anybody since October.
I'm seeing a pattern.
Alicia, I swear we live like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, and we haven't seen each other since October.
I know.
Oh, God.
Nick says Bill invented the mankini.
that he did.
Oh, my God. So we have to message Paranormal Lockdown and Jamie and be like, we're having a celebrity thing, and Michael's wearing a mankini at the coffee table.
He's gonna have our logo on his mankini.
Yep.
Do it.
Love that. I love that.
I gave Bill his elephant trumpet.
Oh,
so funny story with that. Funny story with that one. After Rock Island in October, Josh, Vince, Mike, me, Jamie Lynn went to Broadhead, and we decided to do an investigation. I called out sick so I could stay.
You were really sick, I bet.
Oh yeah, right? Had a more hangover, but we went to dinner. We came back, and they had to stop at their Airbnb to check in. And Nick returned Michael has pajamas with an elephant trunk.
Oh gosh. He would.
He would. So he's on a godhead at night with a trunk, and he's going, wee, wee.
Oh my
God.
Oh man.
God, that's awesome.
Love it. Too funny.
Oh,
Jeez.
that was so much fun. Nick says, I live in the same town as all of you, just in a cave. Not me. Not me, Nick. I live the farthest away from you all.
We're gonna come inhabit your cave, Nick. Just saying.
Yeah. Can we have a girls' weekend at Nick's cave? Oh, that
There
did
you go.
that did not sound right.
We'll go spelunking.
I love that. For real
Oh,
though.
Oh.
I swear, I feel like I just now seeing Nick's comment. We never got together to do that paranormal
Oh.
tour that we were all talking about.
Yes, we never did.
Never did it. We dropped the ball. We dropped the ball on that, Nick.
Who dropped that
the
one?
ball.
Way to go.
And that was gonna be cool too. I remember Alicia, I talked to you about it.
Oh, we were talking about that little road trip, like not road trip, but like around the area
Local
thing.
area. Yeah, that would have been cool.
I want to come down for that.
Would have been
It's
fun.
only like a 5 hour drive.
You're fine. You
Yeah.
would do it. You're all over the place. It's fine.
Right?
You would do
That's
it.
fine.
Yeah. It's
All
okay.
right, so 2026. We'll do 2026. We'll do it.
Yes, absolutely. 2026, because 2025 is crazy enough.
For you.
For me,
Not for any of us. We're open.
don't say that. Larry said that, and now look at him.
Now he's all bugged.
Now
Yeah,
he's all
that's true.
booked in. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who came up with the idea to sell ready to drink coffee then?
Oh
Like,
God. So I
So
guess
back to that.
yeah. So
Yeah, back to that. Back to that.
So okay. So Vanessa and I, we started this whole deal. So it started with us. We've always been into the paranormal, as you guys know, ever since we were younger. And so, obviously branched off into the coffee. And then we're like, hey, we'll just make our own coffee and just sell that. And then when we got invited to I think it was Candy invited us to the first Roadhouse Paracon a couple of years ago, and she's like, it'll be cool, you guys can have your coffee here, this and this. And then so I told Sarah. So Sarah's actually my best friend, and so I was talking to her about it, and she's like, what would be cool is if you guys sold the ready to make coffee right there at the show. And I was like, sweetie, like
We're like, that's not gonna happen. Stop.
We're not baristas of any kind for coffee. And she's like, okay, if I told you that I could help you do it, would you do it? And I'm like, okay, if you're gonna take the ownership over it, go for it. Come along for the ride. And that's kind of how she got involved in it. I kind of just like pushed it all on her, which was really cool though, because the thing about Sarah is like, you give her a project, you give her a task, and she will figure it out. She will like amaze
She makes
you.
it happen. Yeah.
She's that kind of person. And so when she said, she's like, I'll take care of it. I'll be your barista and I will make everything taste delicious. I'll come up with all the recipes and you will love it.
And we're both like, yeah, right, whatever. Good luck.
Right. I'm like, all right, cool. Like we'll see. And so that's actually what ended up happening. Like when we went to Rock Island, she actually lives in the Chicago area. So she came down, and I think it was like a couple weeks before, we were kind of planning out recipes and doing tastings. The tastings aspect is what's the best part of everything. Right. So whenever we get like a new coffee flavor, she's honestly the one that's like, hey, we need a new flavor. Are you guys open to whatever I come up with? We're always like, yeah, figure it out. and she creates all these different blends, and then she just sets up a taste testing for me and Vanessa. And so we go through it and we kind of rate everything, and that's how we come up with our new flavors. But it's essentially the same thing whenever we go to shows. Like, she comes up with any new coffee flavor that we're gonna have at the show, creates it, everything, and we're like, this is delicious. Let's have it. I'll put it on the menu.
So, yeah, on the menu. Done deal.
She's the key. She's the key to this all. I told her, I'm like, you realize you can never leave us now because recipes will die with you. But that's how it started. That's how it started.
Now, Lily, I remember seeing you last year. You were learning to make some of the drinks now.
Vanessa's starting to be our new person.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Yeah.
I got it mixed up.
Okay. Vanessa's like starting to kind of learn now. She's like the new apprentice. Learning the ropes. There are times when, like, you know, we're like, what if there's a show that for some reason Sarah can't go to? We need somebody else who realistically knows how to do this stuff.
Or let's just say Sarah's having a moment and then someone needs to run in and, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know.
Hey, so, Derek's been making some drinks out of your guys' coffee, and he's been like posting them on Facebook, his pictures and stuff.
Yes.
I saw a couple. I think it was over Christmas that he posted pictures of. I'm like, dang, Derek, that looks delicious.
He's the other celebrity barista that'll be wearing the mankini.
Oh my God, we have to have Derek and Michael can be in the mankinis.
Derek's
and they'll do the cocktails.
This might have to be after hours at Broadhead.
Yeah, this will not be your kid-friendly showing.
Oh God. Yeah. I mean, long story short, that's how we started with the selling of like the ready-made coffee at shows. So really owe that piece of things to Sarah. So I know she's busy tonight, so she can't tune in, but she'll tune in later. But shout out to Sarah.
Yeah. Shout out to Sarah.
Shout out to Sarah.
Oh, I love it.
So I have to point out, like, I started listening to you guys last year before that, and it's been 2 years now, right?
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things that you guys have been doing was like the ghostly tidbit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Jinx.
It's funny because that started like because I had gotten a calendar. Where is it? I had gotten a calendar. Here it is. A year of ghost stories, actually. And I had gotten this for Christmas. So somebody gave this to me for Christmas. And so I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun and cool. I'm like, I should start sharing whatever that day's tidbit is.
Yeah.
That's really what happened, because a lot of them I actually didn't know. I'm like, oh, this is fun. This is like new info. And I really love when they give you like fun quizzes and everything. So I'm like, oh, this will be an exciting thing. But funny enough, it's hilarious that you bring up the podcast, Alicia. So clearly we've been on a vacation for like the past couple of months.
We're on a hiatus.
It's like, I feel like, gosh, when was it? Ever since maybe like October, November. Was it November, Vanessa? November?
Yeah, November.
Yeah, November.
Yeah, so I think we were just like wrapping up all the show stuff, and we started having a lot of things going on just with the coffee, just in general. So, I mean, I know we have the podcast and we have the coffee. Started out with the podcast, but it's like now kind of a lot of things have kind of shifted for us. So we've been lucky to be able to kind of partner with all these great different either locations or different entities, which has been really cool. So that has actually taken up quite a bit of our time to be able to create these different blends and to do everything that's, from start to finish to even get one different blend of coffee out. So, obviously we have, I think it was back in the fall, we did the partnership with Paraflix. So this one was really cool. That kind of was a fun one to kind of start. And now, actually, I think it was 2 weeks ago. So Natalie, the CEO of Paraflix, announced on one of their Paraflix Pops episodes that our next partnership is actually going to be creating a blend with the Haunted Files. So the Haunted Files, aka War Party. So anybody who tuned in this past Friday got to see them on Paraflix debuting their Haunted Rock Island episode that they filmed at the Rock Island Roadhouse Paracon last year. So that was really cool to see that. So right now we're actually in the middle of creating their next blend, which is kind of fun. Again, that's something that is really exciting to always kind of think about and be able to create these different partnerships with these different people that, something that I never tire of saying is that every show that we go to, it's always exciting because we always get to meet so many great new people, and it's fun because, I mean, that's how we met all of you guys, and I mean, it's awesome to think that, being in these rooms with these different people, you have so much in common. And I think the really cool thing that blew us away, since like the Roadhouse was our very first convention, expo, show, whatever you want to call it, that we ever did. So the very first one they had was our very first show. And that show, I swear, we came out of that show like with a million different friends. And I know, like, Eternal Paranormal, you guys, like Alicia, like Derek, I know Derek's in the chat here, but it's like, I feel like it was like meant to be that we got like put next to each other at the show. And it's like, we just clicked like right away. And so like ever since that show, like I think what's been cool too is I always tell everybody this, like every podcast that we're on, they always ask us about like, oh, how do you guys investigate? Like I know you do that too. But the thing that Vanessa and I always say is like, we love to investigate. We love every part of that. But we do not consider ourselves like any kind of professional whatsoever. We are obviously still kind of, in the learning stage of everything, and we love to keep learning about it. There's so much about it. And, that's something that we love. So one thing that was really cool is, yes, Derek, besties.
Yes.
Woo, besties. So one thing that was really cool is, after meeting, Alicia, Derek, and all of them, we got to tag along with like a couple of investigations. And I thought that was really cool. Like, when you kind of are able to meet people that kind of essentially take you under their wing and show you the ropes and, you click with, and, things just flow. It's like, that's what we love about going to these shows, because we feel like that's the kind of people that we meet, and being able to kind of keep this going is something that's super exciting. And one of the biggest reasons why we keep doing this, like we love going to shows and meeting different people and, seeing people, on social, sending us messages or sending us friend requests, whatever it is.
Right.
And saying, oh, hey, we saw you at, so-and-so show. Oh my gosh, love your coffee, bought your coffee at, so here, local Quad Cities over at Obsidian and Sage, they sell our coffee there. And then in Rockford, Illinois, Proper on State also sells our coffee. So we'll have people sending us messages like, oh, I bought your coffee at this shop or that shop. And, it's really cool to see that, and really cool to kind of create those relationships. So for me, that's one of the things that I always think about whenever, we're going to different places, or even thinking about investigating, or thinking about the people that we've met. That's something that I think for me is so important and exciting. And something that I don't think we'll ever stop doing, because that's one of the things that just keeps us going. It's fun.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, just
Exactly.
sum it all up. It's fun. It's amazing.
It's fun.
It is fun.
You get like this high, like just
You do. You do.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
All I can say is we need to make a unturned pages coffee.
Oh,
there you go.
All over that. My husband would be all over that.
Yes.
Okay.
Sierra. So really quick. Okay, so in Rockford, it's called Proper. What is it? Proper on State.
Proper on State.
It's right across from the new Hard Rock that they built, the Hard Rock Casino that they built in Rockford. So right, like close. It's like right down the street. So if you're
it's
in
a
the
little
area,
boutique.
if you're in the area, definitely stop by.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. And then I'm gonna send you a event in for November. My friend who was just in the chat here. Let me pull this comment up. Really, I think I've sent you his info before. He does Dark Arts and Oddities event in November 15th and 16th this year in DeKalb. You should definitely try to get a booth there because it's really a fun show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's super
great.
cool stuff. It's in November, you said, Jenny?
Yep, November 15th and 16th.
Okay. I'll have
So it's after spooky season. It's after spooky season.
Oh no, did we lose Jenny?
Huh?
Jenny, are you still here?
Oh.
We lost Jenny.
Dang. She'll be back.
Yeah, she will.
Take it away, Alicia.
And
Can
back
you hear
to
me now?
Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
By the way, I have to say I love your Luke sweatshirt. Shout out Gilmore Girls.
I've watched the series like hundreds and hundreds of times throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
I know the words so well.
I love it. My daughter is watching it now. Like, it's really, I guess, in now with the teens. So she's like really into it. Woo.
You know what?
Alicia, what are you showing us?
What you showing?
Love your shirt, Alicia. And your hat.
My hat's in the car. My hat's in the car, so I can't go get it.
I swear, Alicia's like a walking billboard for us. Like,
yes. Yes.
Oh my god. Michael, can you sort coffee grounds?
Well, we could try behind the table.
That's hilarious.
This will be after your mankini showing.
My friend says maybe if you snort hard enough, you can. God.
We'll just grind it really fine. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, grind it really, really fine, and we'll have a snoring contest at
We'll create like an experiment of some sort.
And I'm gonna be the living it on Facebook. He'll still watch this live later, and he's gonna be like, "What is happening now at Broadhead?"
Never seen this before.
I can't. I'm excited. I'm excited for the Rockdown.
I'm super excited. Oh, snoring time.
Yes, Larry.
Oh my gosh.
Get all the celebrities up on the stage with a big table, and we'll just put lines of coffee beans and see who can score the fastest.
And finally chop up Bill's nuts. No.
Well, you'll have to do Bill's nuts and then Michael Gagliano's nuts because he's at.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
If someone just came into the show and you're saying that, they have no idea what's happening. Oh gosh.
So speaking of investigations, and you guys talking about Ashmore a little bit. So like,
Yes.
where was your first like big investigation at, and like where do you guys expect to like go next?
Good job, Alicia, for trying to keep it on topic.
Nice job, Alicia. She's on it.
That's a good transition.
Big investigation. Let's see. What do you think, Lily? Would that be with Ashmore maybe? Or would that be when we did maybe quarters 1?
So like I feel like there's so many classifications for big ones just based on like the events that happened. So I mean quarters 1 I think was the one that probably is most memorable to us because of what happened to
That was a turning point.
us and our team. Yeah. So gosh, so quarters 1 over here in Rock Island, Illinois. It's on the Arsenal. Really great building. Great location. If nobody's had the opportunity to investigate it, definitely recommend it.
Yeah.
But we first went there like on like one of those tour investigations. Oh
my God.
I think it was like maybe 15 years ago. It was a long time ago. It was probably like 15 years ago. It was Vanessa, myself, and I think like four other people that went along with us. And then of course everybody else that was on this tour as well. But it was really cool because they essentially just let you loose and you got to do whatever you wanted in the building, and that was great. So we didn't really know much about the building. We didn't know the history or anything. So, I mean, again, this was probably like the first time that we've ever really been to like an investigation. We lost Jenny. Alicia's gone. Vanessa. This is our
podcast. This is our show. Welcome to Haunted Happy Hour podcast.
Welcome to the Haunted Happy Hour show. Here we go.
We're your hosts, Lily and Vanessa. Today.
So back to the story. So circling back here. So then it was really cool because the house, it was actually the home to kind of like the highest ranking officers on the Arsenal. And so going through the building, it was probably like what, Vanessa, like 4, it was a big building, like 4 floors. I don't know.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
But anyways, so we were all kind of like on separate floors, and 2 of the people that we were with, like all of a sudden stuff started happening to them. And she kind of, I guess it was 2 people. And then one of them just kind of started having kind of like a, I don't know what you would call it, Vanessa, like a panic attack of sorts, like hysterically crying. And the person that she was with was just yelling for us, like, oh my God, Lily, Vanessa, get over here, hurry, come back here, we need help. And so we're trying to find them, had no idea where the hell they were in the building, eventually found them. And we start kind of trying to figure out what's going on with this team member. And then we find one of the paranormal investigators. We're like, hey, we don't know what to do. What's going on with her? And they're like, just get her out of the building. And so we got her out of the building. As soon as we stepped out of the building, she was fine.
Oh, wow.
So we're like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? And she was like, yeah, like, I'm fine. What are you guys talking about? You guys are, being stupid, essentially. Like, I'm fine. And we're like, do you realize what just happened? Like, you were crying hysterically and you couldn't stop. And so whatever, fast forward to probably 3 years ago, we were talking to another local paranormal team. We were telling them about the story. And pretty much they told us the story. And we connected with that. And we're like, wait a minute. So we think we know what happened. So the story is that one of the officers that was living there, he was known to essentially abuse one of the maids, like one of the servants, like on a regular basis. And so that specific room where this team member kind of had their meltdown is where it would always happen. And so when we were talking to this investigator, Ariel, she's from QCSRI, that's her team now. So we were talking to Ariel Olson, and she's like, that's actually the room where this would always happen. She's like, so I'm willing to bet that your team member actually is probably an empath of some sort and was able to kind of take on those feelings and knew like that kind of feeling of like dread. And that's why she couldn't stop like freaking out at that point in time. So we're like, holy crap, that makes sense. But after that investigation, that team member wanted nothing to do with the paranormal. They're like, I am done. I can't do this anymore.
Oh.
It freaked her out to the point just like, I'm done. So
She quit.
Ever since then, nothing.
Yeah.
But quarters 1 is a really great building though. Like again, Ariel from the Quad City Spirit Realm investigators was telling us that her team was the first team to kind of investigate quarters 1 way back when it first opened up to the public. And she has so many stories. There's like one story where she talks about one of her team members apparently resembles one of the officers that used to live in that building. And during one of their investigations, he was actually kind of like pushed up against the wall by his throat. And so like he felt like something was pushing him up against the wall, and they could see his feet weren't even touching the floor. So he was like lifted up physically, like by the throat. Something grabbed him and all of a sudden like let him down, but then he wasn't himself anymore. Like they're like, he got possessed at that moment. Like we had to get him out of the building. We had to like talk him through everything and do all kinds of like different things to him. But I'm like, man, that place is intense.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome though. I think we all should go.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. There it is.
We haven't been either, and we're from the Quad Cities. You guys know this. So we
all need to go.
We all want to go. We all are going together.
Yes, we're going together.
Cool. We should make this happen.
Yes.
Before paranormal lockdown.
That would be awesome.
We should do that.
Awesome. We should do it.
We need to do it.
But got kind of just in terms of like biggest like event, I think to me that kind of like has like obviously a place for that. But then when you kind of think about, Sean, hey Sean,
yes. Come with us, Sean.
Let's just have one big paranormal party, okay?
Yes. Who wants to go to quarters 1?
Say I if you want to go.
Larry will come with. Larry will come with. We'll figure out a date and I'll just put it on his calendar and be like, you're coming no matter what.
Yeah, no kidding.
I want to go 4 times so I can make it a dog.
Oh my gosh. We might have crushed beans there. You never know.
The spirits of the place will be like, what the hell are they doing?
What's happening?
What's happening? They'll be all like circling around us, watching.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll just have to fly Michael up to do it too. And like Larry just said, I built all his places, so if it's on his calendar, he has to go.
There you go. Easy enough. Make it happen, Jenny. Just put it in now.
He'll be like, oh, you're done. You're coming.
She's like, it's in the books. It's happening.
Right? And like all the places I'm taking him this year, he's never been. So he's like, I'm game.
Well, there you go.
Right?
Make quarters 1 on there then. There you go.
Yep.
Other
quarters while there. And Kelly, if you don't know Kelly, she just took over the paranormal stuff at Eloise in Michigan. So
okay.
We need to figure out a date and we all can go to Michigan and do Eloise Asylum.
That's cool.
I'm in. I'm in.
Right?
That'd be fun.
And then I think she wants to do like a Paracon. She wants to do events there too. So once she figures that out, y'all need to be vendors and keep everyone caffeinated.
I have the cookies for the coffee.
Or, even better, like make an Eloise coffee.
Oh, yeah.
I like that a lot. So if anybody out there is listening, like one of the things that I always really wanted to do when we started the coffee was find a way to kind of give back to our paranormal community. And one of the things that, we kind of thought of doing was to partner with different historic locations and create a blend specifically for them. And then in return, a portion of the proceeds of that specific blend, every time a bag was sold, would be given back to that location. So the first location that we did was, of course, the Rock Island Roadhouse, which is really cool. Love Lisa, the owner. She's incredible. But that's something that I think for us, like, was very near and dear to our heart, because it's like, yeah, I mean, I wish we had, all these hundreds, thousands of dollars to be able to help out all these locations that are struggling.
Yeah.
But in reality, we don't. So what's something that we can do? Kind of just creating these blends for them and, obviously helping them out in that way and giving back to the community in that way as well. So, I mean, that's something that, we still have ongoing, and something that we always make kind of room to do in kind of our planning, I guess, of sorts with our coffee. So I know as of right now, I mentioned that we do have a couple of partnerships just with other entities that we're kind of working with. We
It
have
seems
another
to be on turn pages.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Jenny. We have a really cool one that'll be unveiled over the summer. So can't really say anything about that, but it'll be really exciting. A really cool collaboration that we're going to be doing. So a lot still to come with regards to fun stuff that's going to be coming out of the coffee line. So definitely, if you haven't checked out our website, hauntedhappyhourqc.com, go ahead and check that out. You can see a list of our events that we're going to be at, and kind of check out the coffee as well. I mean, we always have kind of discounts if you follow us on social, either Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. You'll see every now and then we post a couple of discounts. So if you're a first time buyer, promo code welcome89 will get you a discount off of your first order. So just FYI, you guys, anybody out there listening, didn't know if you were wanting to buy or not, that should kind of seal the deal for you. Hopefully try it out. You will be hooked.
Yes.
You will get hooked.
If you try our coffee at an event, I swear, I think that's the funnest thing. That is the funnest thing that I love about this. Like, when we go to a show,
You got my husband hooked. You got my husband hooked.
Good. Yay.
I saw him here in the chat at one point. I don't know if he's still here. But seeing all of like the repeat customers come through and say,
yeah, that's always fun.
I'm so glad that you were going to be here.
Yeah, like, that's always exciting.
That's freaking cool. Like, and I mean, I will still remember when we were at the Roadhouse, like the very first time, the very first show, we had two people that came up to us.
Michael.
We had two people that came up to us and said that they were fans of ours from the podcast. One of them was actually Kelsey from who's now a part of Eternal Paranormal. So Kelsey,
shout out Kelsey.
Kelsey was our number one fan, and I'm like, holy shit, you actually know our podcast before we even did any of the coffee.
We're like, someone's actually listening,
right?
And you guys need a loyalty program, according to Derek.
We'll do a punch card.
Oh, do it.
So you all had like 10 free bakes at this point.
I love that idea. Gosh, for real though. Like, I feel like Derek and Alicia are like our number one customers. They're like, it's cool too because we always end up having our booths next to each other, and so it's like easy access.
It's fun. It's a good
We're like,
time.
oh, we'll walk one over to you guys. Are you ready for your next one?
But
and
also,
I swear, we're the two loudest vendors at events. We're close to each other.
Loud, who's loud?
What?
What?
Oh my God, Michael.
And Lily was mentioning the website. So jumping on our website, aside from getting our coffee, you can also get some of our merch as Alicia was modeling a little bit ago. Her shirt, hats. We also have other types of
Mugs.
shirts.
Yes.
But yeah. Also, see, there you go. Also, if you
Cups.
haven't gotten a chance to tune into our podcast,
Are we losing her? Did she freeze? Is she getting kicked out? Vanessa, are you here?
Vanessa got froze.
The punch song got her, apparently.
Oh,
Oh, and
That's
Jenny's gone. Holy crap.
Am I back yet?
You're back, Jenny.
you're back. Vanessa's still like this.
podcast, go ahead.
Oh, there you go. You're back. We lost you for a while.
But Larry says he needs some
Oh.
chocolate-covered HH espresso beans.
Oh my God. So that's actually something that we've thought about as well. So Larry, you might be seeing that
We
soon.
lost one of them. We lost someone.
Hey,
We lost
Eric.
Vanessa.
Oh,
We
yeah,
just keep losing everyone.
everybody's getting kicked out. There must be something with the internet.
Yeah. StreamYard must be having issues.
I am the only one still. I haven't gotten kicked out yet. Knock on wood.
Yeah, you gotta knock on wood now for that one.
Gosh. But going back to investigations, though, I saw Derek had commented earlier about what was it? I don't remember what it was.
Ashmore Estate.
I think he was talking about Ashmore. Yeah. So to me, that one also kind of just sticks out because that was the first investigation Vanessa and I did that was actually like an overnight. So we had never spent the night anywhere until we went to Ashmore. And I swear we chose like the coldest time to go. I think we went in February.
It was.
No, hell no. Nope.
Yeah. So we went in February. I swear we dressed like we were going to Alaska. It was crazy. You're back.
You're back, yay!
Welcome. Thank you.
So I'm talking about Ashmore. So I think that was cool because we got to spend the night there. We got to do the Estes method for the very first time. Like there was like a whole bunch of just firsts being there. But it was also equally fun though. Like it was really fun. We went with Eternal Paranormal. So it was just a blast hanging out with these guys. And I mean, Derek is hilarious, like getting spooked for every little thing. I think like Tiffany breathed in his ear and he like flipped out. I remember that. We were there for probably 5 minutes when that happened. And so it was kind of like setting the stage for the rest of the night, which was great. But the funniest thing that I remember though is that Derek kept trying to dare everybody to walk down this really dark hallway. He was
wanting everybody to do it.
He wanted to do it, but he was like so scared. And he's like, "How about you do it? I dare you to do it. How about you? I dare you to do it." And it's like, Derek, just do it.
Come on, just do it.
I like Eric's idea. We go to Florida.
Yes, Eric.
Let's do
We'll
it.
go to like St. Augustine, the most oldest city in Florida.
I love that.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, I miss Florida.
I like that a lot.
We'll need haunted happy hour beach attire then.
Yes.
Everything with our logo on it.
Yes. Haunted happy hour beach.
I love that.
Because you'll have to get Michael Gagliano his song for Paranormal Lockdown, so we'll just add it all.
We have a huge list going.
Real. Hey, Joe.
Michael Ghost Gators.
Ghost Gators.
So I remember one of my favorite like memories from Ashmore Estates going there. So Vanessa, Lily, and Derek was carpooling with them, and I had Charles and Tiffany in our car, and they pull up all of a sudden. Are they gonna pass us? Tiffany's like, I don't know. So all of a sudden, you see this tiny toy hand pulls up this sign in the window. It says, "Noobs with boobs," and they're all laughing. We just start dying.
I remember. I still have the sign in my car. It's still in my car.
You still have that?
It's in my car. I stuck it there, and so it's like it's a memory. I'll keep it.
Oh gosh.
Dear
That
God.
was a fun trip though. I mean, really just
Tiny
goofing
hands.
the little tiny hands. So we
Yeah.
had the little tiny hands holding the sign as we drove by.
That was awesome.
We just need to do one big investigation this year, all of us, and just
It'd be a lot of fun.
go to Broadhead, go to Quarters 1 or something.
Yes. Broadhead is great too though. Like Vanessa, you and I went up there with like all these guys.
Yeah.
Who actually officially investigate Broadhead. Was it last summer? I think it was like last August. When
think so.
August? I don't even remember.
It was warm.
Yeah.
It wasn't freezing.
It wasn't freezing.
That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah,
and I remember Tom. I don't think Tom's here. Tom scared the crap out of me and Derek.
That was funny. That was the public
hilarious. That was the best.
It was the public investigation that we hosted there.
That's right. That's what it was.
Was that when you shoved Derek against the wall?
Yes. Well, it was funny though because he wanted to show me where he was sitting, like in the janitor's area. So we went down there, and Tom was with us, and so Derek's all sitting down there, and all of a sudden I look over, and Tom's gone. And so I'm like, Derek, let's go. Tom's already out of here. Like, I'm not staying here. And so I start to walk away. Derek's like, no, Lily, come back. And I was like, Derek, it's dark now. I don't want to be here. Like, let's go. And he's like, okay, hold on. Let me get up. And I swear, slow. I'm like, Derek, let's go. Like, I don't want to get killed. And eventually, like, he gets up. And then so we're like holding each other as we're walking through like the time. And I remember I had my watch on, and then I happened to kind of just like lift my arm up like that, and it kind of like lit up as soon as like I moved it. And when I did that, out of the corner of my eye, I saw like a figure, and I was like, "Oh my God, what is that?" And I screamed and I threw against the wall. And then I heard Tom just all of a sudden start cracking up, and I'm like, "Jesus Christ!" It was hilarious. It was freaking hilarious.
Eric said he wants to investigate Looney's house. Yes, I want to do that as well.
That would be a fun.
That'd be great. Yeah, in Rock Island.
It's like a residence now, though.
Yeah, it is. But is it like some of the windows like boarded up now? So like I don't know like what's going on with that.
That's what I heard too. Like I heard somebody said that they were like either boarded up or like taped like with like black something, like blacked out in some way.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, and then I also heard from an old coworker when I was working at Julasco at the Moline store that there was some underground tunnels that they sealed up. That was underground Looney residence.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's cool. I love that.
I had Looney come up we were at Old Bear Blue End last night, and Looney came through, and he's like, like Looney likes to jump into people, like he likes to take over people, and he comes to my big fat box, my spirit box, and he goes, "I'm going to jump you." I'm like, "No, you're not. Screw you."
Oh my gosh!
I'm like, go back to Rock Island. You don't belong here.
Wow. That's crazy.
Like, go back to Rock Island, dude.
Wow.
But yeah, last night was crazy at Old Bear Blue, and if you haven't gone yet, you should check out Old Bear Blue. It's a bar now, but it used to be a brothel, a mobster hangout. So Al Capone haunts it, other mobsters haunt it.
Wow.
And according to Shelly, who is the owner,
Yeah.
She's never encountered Looney up until last night. I'm like, of course. I call him the big guy.
Wow.
But
So, like,
that'd be awesome.
Why do you think that is, though, Jenny? Like, so did you bring him, or
I
like
don't.
what was?
I have no idea.
Do you think there's a portal
Like
there between the places that he's been at? Like between the Rock Island Roadhouse and then there, like, and that's how he comes through.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
That's
it's funny because Larry was under SS, and it was about 20 minutes or so, and I was about to tap him out to bring him out, so we can finish up the session, the rounds, and as I'm walking up to him, about to tap him out, he goes, "No, wait." I'm like, "Okay, what do you have to say?" He goes, "You're a bitch." I'm like,
"Oh wow, oh my gosh."
I'm like, "You're calling me a bitch?" He goes, "Yeah, you." And then it kept going. It's like, "Go sit down." I'm like, "Nope, I'm not going to sit down." And he goes, leave, back up, sit down." I'm like, so I walked kind of more backwards, and he kept saying, "Backwards, move back." And I walked out to the hallway, and he goes, "More, back up." And I'm like, no. So I walked back into the room where Larry and Scotty and all the other people were. And I'm like, "Do you not like me because I am a dominant personality?" Like, because wherever I go, I piss something. I always piss something off. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm such a dominant personality that these male spirits don't like me. But that was fun last night. I'm like, I haven't gotten in an argument with a spirit for a while, so that's fun.
That's crazy.
Geez.
But yeah,
that kind of brings me back to the Rock Island Roadhouse. Sorry, Jenny. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
That kind of brings me back to the Rock Island Roadhouse, the Paracon this last year when Kelsey did the Delco goggles. You guys remember that? Vanessa and we all set up there during it.
Yep.
And the same like dominant like person came through, and it was John Looney.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
That was wild too. Yeah.
I remember she was even talking, Kelsey was even talking about, like, I think it was that night she had sent me a picture of like the back of her hand, and she had like a bruise on the back of her hand from that session.
Yeah, it really was, Eric. It was awesome. And then Franny and me were all like, "You need to back up off of her and stuff," you know. It got crazy for a minute there.
Yeah, it did.
That was cool though.
I can't. I know, like last night, after the event ended and everyone, like all the attendees left, me and Larry and one of the bartenders went back to the basement, and I did a small, I think it was either like 15-20 minute SS. Larry has it on video. He's going to post it to Facebook probably tomorrow or later this week. You'll have to listen to it because according to him, I think Al Capone came through. And Al Capone doesn't like me either, I guess. I don't know. I think it's because I'm a dominant female.
Dang.
He doesn't like that.
Everywhere I go, I piss something off. The principal is not. The janitor, Looney, Al Capone don't like me. Everywhere I go, there's something that does not like me. So, Derek asked, "When are you dropping a new podcast?"
Oh gosh,
that's something that Vanessa and I, we've actually been talking about. I know we're a little bit behind. Obviously, we have a couple of other things with the coffee stuff that we're kind of working on right now. I know Eric's in here, so he's a part of the Haunted Files and War Party Paranormal. So like we mentioned earlier, we're going to be doing a collab with the Haunted Files and Paraplex, which is exciting. So that's kind of one of our big things that we're working on at the moment. But the podcast is something that, obviously, even though we are delayed, it's something that we just won't stop doing. the episodes will come out. Just not sure when. I know that we do want to have one before we get into the end
Busy
of
season.
March. So
Yeah.
yeah, realistically, I know
Exactly.
the beginning of this year was really pretty crazy for us. Like it unexpectedly was. So now that things are kind of calmed down a little bit, I think we can kind of talk a little bit more about actually doing a couple more episodes. I know that we have a couple of topics in mind as well.
Mhm.
So I mean, and that's something that we also like every now and then on our episodes. We toss it out to the audience. If anybody ever has any location that you want us to cover or talk about, definitely throw it our way, and we'll try to highlight it as best as we can, because I think that's one of the things that we love. And the reason why we started the podcast was because we love the history of haunted locations. Being able to kind of talk about the paranormal activity that's going on in these locations is always great. Obviously it's very fascinating, but the history to us is kind of just like what really kind of
Drives us.
yeah, like that's the
Mhm.
most interesting part for us. Like anytime I see any kind of location, it's like, oh, what happened there? Like why is it
Yeah,
dead? Like what's the actual history?
exactly.
And so being able to kind of dig into what these locations are um, is kind of why we love to do it, but also one of the reasons why it takes us forever to kind of do the episodes, because we do a lot of research to kind of
Mhm.
cover these certain locations. Um, we like to do a lot of kind of our shot episodes, which we've kind of done a couple here in like the past couple of months, just because they are a little bit quicker for us to do in all reality, like just to be able to do
Mhm.
like a quick little like tidbit episode. Because I know that I mean, Derek's not the first one to ask us over the last couple of months, when are you having a new episode? We've had a couple of
Yeah.
episodes for that. And so we're like, well, let's just at least do a shot episode so we can at least put something out. But yeah, long story short, to answer your question, Derek, yes, probably by the end of March, we'll have another episode. Jenny, are you back or are you frozen?
I think we
I
need
think
to.
she's frozen.
She's
Oh,
kind of
there she is.
cutting
Can you
out.
hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I think we probably should call it, since we're getting all this tech issues late now.
That's fine.
Like I'm gonna see Eric next month, in April, at the battleship. So I'll do a Estes with him probably.
That'll be
But
exciting.
we'll figure out a time for all of us to get together and invest and have fun.
We have to. Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
We'll
Team
do
go.
one.
Yes.
This
So,
one right now.
I think
Yeah.
she cut out. So
Yeah.
I think I'm going to follow up. I think she was going to ask what's coming up for you guys. Like, what are you guys doing next? And where can we or everyone else like catch you guys at, and your podcast, and how can they purchase your coffee?
So I mean, in terms of like investigations, like I think our next investigation is actually, I'm looking. Oh, it's actually going to be on my birthday. So March 21st, we're actually going to be at Malvern Manor, which is exciting because we've never been there. But who is it? Ariel Olson, again from QCSRI, reached out and was like, hey, would you guys be interested in coming with us? We're going to do an investigation. We're like, heck yeah, we've never been. So we're going to be doing that in March, which is exciting. In terms of kind of like events, like I'm looking at our calendar right now, and I think like the first event that we're going to be at is going to be in June. So we're going to be doing the Paranormal Chicago Convention. We're going to be doing the Rockdown. Then we're going to be doing the Roadhouse in October. And then we're going to be doing the Benton County Fall Market. That's also in October.
Okay, you guys are doing that. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be doing that one. But I mean, realistically, like in terms of like investigations, we're hoping to do another one at some point as well, kind of fit it into like our calendar of events, so to speak. So I'm sure we'll talk about it on the podcast. So if anybody out there wants to listen to the podcast, you can find it anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast. So we're on Spotify, iHeart, Pandora, honestly, anywhere. Just search for Haunted Happy Hour Podcast and we will pop up.
And if you have an Alexa, ask your Alexa.
Yes. Tell Alexa, play Haunted Happy Hour Podcast, and it will stream it for you. Obviously, also check out hauntedhappyhourqc.com. You can buy our coffee. If you are local to the Quad Cities, yes, you can pick it up at Obsidian and Sage in Moline, Illinois, in Rockford at Proper on State, or just go ahead and order it online. Good night, Eric. Also on our website.
Sarah.
There you go. There's Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. What?
Also, we do have our merch on the website as well. So mugs, shirts, there's things that are getting added there periodically as well. There you go. Hats, shirts. Yes. And honestly, just follow us on social, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, if you want to keep up with anything and everything. I mean, follow us at events, see where we're going to be. Come chit chat if you see us at events. We love to chit chat.
We love it. Come.
Yes, they do.
Events. So if you just want to chit chat, you can do that as well. We love it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming on. We love
you.
Love you guys.
Thanks.
Yes, we'll do something together. Thanks so much, you guys. Had a great time.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
We're gonna cut the show a little short because actually we went over, but we're having tech issues and we're just gonna be back next Sunday. Same time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. If you want a hoodie, long sleeve, zip up jacket, anything, message the page and we'll get one ordered for you. And yeah, check out our socials, check out Eternal Paranormal socials. Go like Haunted Happy Hour, and we'll see you back next Sunday. Bye.